I've spent the last 20 years analyzing the global restaurant business from the inside out. I've studied the consumer habits and actions that feed this business every day. Innovation is found in places where few might look. It's where the real heartbeat of the restaurant business lies. Sometimes it's beneath the known Michelin stars or the glitz and the glamour of the posh addresses of the best restaurant districts in the business. I'm Paul Barron, and this is my show. And I'm in search of amazing food, stellar service, and that unforgettable experience. Welcome to Table 42.
Here on Table 42, we had a chance to visit great restaurants all over the country. One of the driving forces behind how we visit these restaurants is how they're doing on our Foodable Top 25. We're looking at Jacksonville, Florida as one of our second kind of next tier cities, and here with Chef Tom Gray looking at Southern American cuisine. Now, Tom is a CIA guy. He's also a two-time James Beard Award nominee. So this guy's been around the block a little bit. We're gonna take a look at his restaurant and his menu and kind of try to find out what this guy's really doing that's so unique here at a place called Moxie. So first up, let's find something on the menu that I think I'm gonna fall in love with tonight. I've gotta try the handmade gnocchi, great Brussels sprouts and wild mushrooms. That's gotta be a crowd favorite. And pairing that, we're gonna do this with one of their cocktails, which is what they're known for here at their concept. So let's take a look a little deeper. Okay, the Walk Don't Run. 4 Roses, Yellow Label Bourbon. This could be fun with barrel-aged bitters. My kind of drink to top off a great pasta dish. See what this place is about and try some of this great, amazing food. So here we are at Moxie, back of house with Chef Tom. Thanks for letting us come into your house. This
Absolutely.
is great.
Hey, good morning. I appreciate you coming in.
Moxie is doing a little different style here for, at least for Jacksonville, Florida. So what was kind of the origin and the idea of putting a menu like this together?
Well, really the thoughts behind the menu for me, I wanted to do a new American restaurant. I love all the different flavors and sort of the melting pot of what cuisine in America is. Really sort of a culmination of those childhood experiences, career travel, like sort of that culmination and doing something that was an American expression. And then the other thing is that we work with so many farms that was really to make it a regional, using regional ingredients.
So this is great. Well, let's get into this first plating.
Sure, we get these beautiful bread from a local bakery. So we just do a light toast on it in the panini press. And this is a homemade ricotta, so this is whole milk ricotta. So we have our carrots on here, and I like to do a little bit of herbs. We just call these our sweet herbs, and even the herbs change with that season. We put some pickled mushrooms on there. These have a really nice little spike of flavor. Beet chips, red beets and gold beets. They're sliced thinly. They get dehydrated overnight, dry them out, and then do a light fry on them. They taste like candy. They're so sweet. We get this from a grower close by. He grows it hydroponically, and we'll usually just put a few little pieces on to finish the dish.
All right, Chef, so now we are going into your second dish for the day, and wow, this is a pretty nice spread you got here. So tell me all about this.
So, the star of the show here, we have our octopus. We get our octopus from Portugal. Technique we learned from another chef friend of ours in California. We actually pressure cook the octopus.
Oh, all right.
That way it's cooked, we know the texture is great. One of the things that happens with octopus is it's oftentimes chewy.
Right,
So
right.
the pressure cooking, and then we cut it and sear it in cast iron, black
Okay.
steel, just get a nice little char on the edge.
Right.
And then this dish also is one that follows the seasons. We've done several iterations of it throughout the year. We opened with the octopus on the menu, and
Okay.
it turned out to be such a hit. We decided we wanted to keep the octopus
Gotta
on the
go with
menu,
it, yeah.
but we want to keep it changing with the seasons also. It's not necessarily a hot appetizer. It's
Right.
kind of room temperature, but the texture is right. You get a little sear to it, and lots of different flavors. We would just finish it with a little black pepper, a little bit of sea salt, a nice Malden salt on the octopus.
Beautiful.
And we hit with just one little pass of the finishing oil.
Gorgeous selection, I think. Amazing dish, especially for some of our best dishes here on Table 42. We always like to kind of see those best ofs for the year.
Yeah.
This might make one of them.
Awesome.
It's a
Thank
beauty. So what do you have up on our final dish of the day?
So the next dish of the day, I needed to think of something that also encompassed what we try to do here, which is we also want to bring the comfort to the table.
Okay.
Sometimes some people might feel octopus is a little bit challenging. So the next one we're going to do is our take on a chicken and waffles.
Oh, okay, now we're talking.
Yes.
That's American delicacies there.
Yes.
I can't wait.
We wanted a chicken and waffles on our menu when we opened. But what I didn't want to do was just make a waffle and put it on the plate, because we do more than that here.
Absolutely.
Typically. So what we did is we created this, we call it a waffle pudding. So imagine like a bread pudding.
Okay.
So we make Belgian waffles, we tear them up, and put them with some leeks and some goat cheese and pack it into a muffin tin. We make another waffle, punch it out, and match the top. We settle that in on the top and bake the whole thing.
Great.
So it comes out looking like a waffle.
Kind of like a waffle, but yeah, much
it's-
more of a pastry, really.
Yeah, it's rich, it's savory. It's not super sweet, but we bring different elements to the table, to the plate, to give it that sweetness and that savoriness and a little bit of spice. This is definitely a collaborative dish, like myself and the sous chefs. This was one that we spent a good amount of time in our test kitchen and round table discussing, well, what about this and how about this? And
Yep.
so we probably made 20 of these before we got to where we were happy with something we would present. So.
Great dish. We got to step out to the front of the house and learn a little bit more about what Moxie is about, and really in kind of the design. You guys have done quite a bit here in the restaurant, so let's get out there.
Thank you. We'll do that.
All right, Chef Tom, so here we are at the top of the perch of Moxie.
Yes.
You guys have a great upstairs bar and amazing backdrop here. Kind of talk to us a little bit about the whole design theme here with Moxie. How does that tie into your menu? Where did you guys come up with this?
So we worked with a great design team out of Atlanta, AI3. We knew we wanted to do a modern building, but we also knew we wanted something that would stand the test of time.
Right.
We bought the land, we built the building, so we didn't want this to be a 5-year plan. We're looking at the 20-year plan, and we thought like how to bring some history into the building. And we have a family friend in Maine that claims wood, and so all the wood that you see throughout the ceilings, the tabletops, even some of the all the wall cladding that has wood on it, that is all river reclaimed from
Right.
Maine, and so the wood is 200 or 300 years old. We have a lot of friends who are artists.
Yep.
And we wanted to be able to share some of that art. So we, working with those artists, created some really cool wall murals. Working with an artist, we began talking about our story. And so those maps, there's 4 panels, and they represent our journey here. There's the East Coast and the West Coast. We have in Northern California, we have Southern California, we have Jacksonville, we have New York. And so they all intentionally come together like right in the middle where East and West meets.
Chef, we don't get a chance to see many restaurants that have real estate like this, where you've got this amazing, beautiful view out here with a great lake and a fountain. And I mean, what was the process of selecting the real estate here?
It was a little bit of a challenge to get here, as this is part of a lifestyle center.
Right.
And so it is very expensive to be here, but Once we identified that this is where we wanted to be, then there was a little bit of work within the center to be allowed to position the building on the lake, because everything else is typically positioned on the main road. But we like the idea that if we came back to the water, we were able to put all of our patio experience on the water side.
Right.
And it actually, you see a little bit of the road also.
So a lot of times we see restaurants where the finish is great, the design is amazing, and they lose it on lighting. But you guys have like killed it, home runs here with lighting. Was that an intent? What was the whole process there?
Absolutely, we wanted it to have a glow, and we were trying to balance energy efficiency. A lot of the lighting is actually LED, but then we did use incandescent in other areas. The team chose incandescent in other areas to give that really nice, soft golden glow.
Very warm, yeah.
Yes.
Well, you guys have done a great job in design. The menu matches up, and you definitely have what I call Moxie. So, thanks for letting us come in and enjoy your amazing food.
My pleasure. Thank you for including me.